Welcome, everyone. Join the buzz, plug in, and listen. Turn up that volume and tune in for the inside scoop on the Listen Up, Listen In podcast with your host, Preezy, live on Podbean. Download the app and join the conversation. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Let's get it.
Do you have a passion project you want to bring to life? Let Jamila Adams at Your Service help you. Jamila Adams at Your Service was created to assist businesswomen 40 plus by bringing their passion project to life through website design and marketing. Visit her website, JamilaAdamsAtYourService.com, and register for a free 30-minute consultation. Remember, you have a voice. Use it.
It's time for some hostile therapy.
Check out Hostile Therapy with Big Red on Thursdays at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Live on YouTube.
I'm back, y'all. Come vibe with me. Come on. You know, sometimes you gotta love yourself more. I'm riding on a wave of loving me. The words people say, not rubbing me. The games that he played, not fun to me. I cut my heartstrings from tugging me. You major in LA, stop bugging me. No longer in my head, no running. I turn my energy into loving me. And as I look in the mirror, you know, it's a vibe for me. The smile for me. The queen status shining through her eyes for me. Many L's, never frail, that's a vibe for me. Tunnel vision, she's my mistress, all the love for me, yeah. I'm riding on the wave. I'm loving me.
Hey everybody, what's going on? That was Danita Baby, yes. Check out her poetry on all the major platforms. Wave of Love, poetry by Danita Baby. Yes, she's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And check out her podcast called Let's Talk Perspectives. That's Danita Baby. Check her out.
The smile for me, the queen status shining through her eyes for me. Many L's, never frail. I'm back, y'all.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Giggles. Make sure and go check out Listen Up, Listen In podcast with Preezy. Real talk for real people.
Welcome everyone to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. It's time to wake up and get your day started off right with Preezy live on Podbean. Catch the wave whether you're still at home or on the go and enjoy the show.
Tanya, you ready?
Listen up, listen in. 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 Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a conversation. Talking worldwide, it don't matter your location. What you going through and the topic may have relation. Let's get some motivation. Swap out education. Every Friday we heal, laugh, improve, and grow. Put some nutrients in your mind, give you food for the soul. I know you pumped and preparing for your weekend and low. Might as well join the discussion and tune into the show.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, June 12th, 2023, for those that don't actually remember the year. I forget the year sometime. I hope everybody had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Yes. Yes, I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Despite all this other things we were going through, the Canadian fires. Shout out to Canada too. I hope Canada is okay. But New York got hit with some mess and other states. But this weekend the sky was clear, So be happy about that. Anyway, all praises to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ every day. Amen. And if you are listening to Preezy at this particular time, baby, thank God. Thank God you woke up, baby. Yeah. Gotta be happy we alive, baby. There's always a lot going on in the news. Some crazy stuff. But anyway, I just hope that everybody had a great weekend. My girls, New York Liberty won. Was at the Barclays yesterday. It was a great game. I think the score was 93-100. Of course, Liberty was 100. I think it was 193. 100 Liberty, 93. Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings played a very good game, so shout out to Dallas Wings. No matter if you lose or not, you're still a winner. To somebody. But you wasn't winning to New York last night. We was happy. New York was like, blah, 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 blah. We were happy. New York Liberty played a great game. If you're in the New York area, check out New York Liberty games. All you gotta do is Google it, baby, and look up New York Liberty playing at the Barclays. Yes, it is great entertainment. It's a lot of fun. Kids are gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Everybody loves it. They have the halftime with the shows. They be throwing out the T-shirts. They don't never throw it out. They used to have this little tank thing, and they used to shoot the T-shirts out to the audience that was in the back. But they don't do that no more. And people be throwing it, but they don't get nowhere to the people that's maybe in the middle. It's always people in the front. I wonder what happened to that little thing they used to shoot the T-shirts out on. Probably used to burn the T-shirts by the time it got to the person. I don't know. They don't have it no more. Something must have happened. There's a reason. There's always a reason when you don't see something anymore. Something unhappened. I don't know. Maybe the shirts was being burnt when they was shooting it up. I don't know. It was just like a little cannon thing. They would shoot the shirts up all the way to the people in the back. I thought it was awesome because it gave us, well, I wasn't always in the back, but it gave the opportunity for those that were sitting in the back to get a T-shirt. Now you got to rely on the people that be throwing it and making sure they got that strong Yankees, Mets, whatever arm to throw that T-shirt up and try on. They be always in the people in the front or somewhere close in the beginning of the middle getting the T-shirt. So, New York Liberty, you gotta let the people who's in control of that fix that, because people in the back want T-shirts too. What's going on in the news today? Might have to end the show a little early because I gotta take care of some things. Stay on my business. But something happened on I-95. There was a collapse of I-95 after tanker fire in Philadelphia, creating trouble for commuters. Woo! When did this happen? Because I was in Delaware this weekend. Let me see, because it says drivers are bracing. This happened. I mean, yes. No. When did this happen? This morning? Let me read the article. Drivers are bracing for a difficult Monday morning. Oh, this morning, yep. Commute in Philadelphia after an elevated section of Interstate 95 following a tanker truck fire. Before the sun rose and commuters began seeking alternative routes to their destinations, heavy machinery could be seen hauling away some of the ruins of northbound I-95. Officials have said the very busy stretch of the road will be unusable for at least months. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? The fire broke out around 6 a.m. Sunday underneath I-95 near the Cotman Avenue exit in the Tacony section of the city. Fire officials said the flames were under control by Sunday evening. Governor Josh Shapiro, who said Sunday evening he planned to issue a disaster declaration Monday to speed federal funds, said at least one vehicle was still trapped beneath the collapsed roadway. We're still working to identify any individual or individuals who may have been caught in the fire and the collapse. Are you freaking kidding me right now? There has been no reports of injuries. Sources tell Action News the tanker truck was carrying 8,500 gallons of 87-octane fuel. Preliminary reports indicate that a commercial truck carrying a petroleum-based product was the source of the fire. It's not yet known if the driver was still in the truck when the fire began. Police sources tell Action News that the truck driver remains unaccounted for. Oh, man, please. Sources say he is an experienced driver and that something likely happened as he was coming off the ramp of the highway. There's no word yet on his identity. In a press conference, Governor Shapiro said the northbound lanes completely collapsed and the southbound lanes are unstable. As has been reported, the northbound side of I-95 has completely collapsed and the southbound side is not structurally sound to carry any traffic over it, Shapiro says. All lanes of the highway are shut down between the exits for Woodhaven Road in northeast Philadelphia and Aramingo Avenue in the Port Richmond section. Officials said an average of 160,000 vehicles drive each day on the section of collapsed highway. The northbound section sees an average of more than 76,000 vehicles, while the southbound section sees an average of more than 83,000 vehicles per day. Wow. It was bad, guys. I pray that everybody's okay. Let's see what this firefighter is saying.
So today at 6:22, we received a call for an accident response. That's an engine ladder battalion chief and medic unit to the off ramp of Cotton Avenue here. Companies arrived on location and they found we had heavy fire from a vehicle. We don't know what type of vehicle it was, how many vehicles it were happening. So once we tried to extinguish the fire here, we did upgrade it to a hazmat box because we got reports that it could have been a tanker or something like that. We don't have that confirmation at all. At that point in time, we brought more resources here to the incident. As you see right now, we are still here doing what we have to do. Again, we passed this on to. We did have a collapse of 95. Okay, on the northbound side. Okay, and the southbound side is compromised by heavy fire. It looked like we had a lot of heavy fire underneath the underpass. Okay. No report of any occupants or drivers or anything like that. We don't have any of that yet. But as you see, we have all of our team here we'll be here for a while. It's under investigation by our fire marshals and all of our partners. Again, we'll be here for a while. What you hear, let me explain explosions you hear. Those are the runoff of maybe some fuel or gas lines that could have been compromised by the accident. Okay, so that's what you hear in the I guess it's the release of the we have fire coming out of those manholes. So we'll be here, until this is over. Absolutely. Sir, good afternoon. Good morning, pardon. Dominic Morales, the director of the city's Office of Emergency Management. So here you have the city agencies that are pretty much the 911, as you can imagine when something like this occurs.
It's a lot of noise in the background, guys, but I pray that everybody's okay. There was a collapse of I-95. Good morning, Patrick, Alex. There was a collapse of I-95 in Philadelphia, creating trouble for commuters. This is going to be really bad because it's I-95, a very, very busy highway. And they're saying that the fire was so big, it had overtaken both northbound and southbound lanes on the highway. So if you are traveling I-95 North, I-95 South towards Philadelphia, you definitely have to go another way. There's no way. I don't even know how they're going to do this. I just pray that nobody die. And, this happened at, I believe, it's saying 6 something in the morning, and the driver is unaccounted for. Let's just pray that nobody else was involved in this, because that's a very, very busy highway. And I just came off I-95, what was it, Sunday? So around this time, people are going to work, you know. So, oh man, it's always something. I tell you, the world is busy with so much stuff, but let's just pray that, trying to see if I could get more information, but they don't have anything. We could just pray for anybody that was on I-95 at that time. Let's see if I could get a little bit more information.
The governor is issuing a disaster declaration to speed up the rebuild. Action News reporter Catherine Scott is live at Aramingo and Church Streets in Bridesburg with more on the impact on all of this. Just have to take this one day at a time, Catherine.
Certainly, Matt. Thousands of commuters are going to need to find a new way this morning. It's going to be a mess. We're along Aramingo right now. The volume isn't too bad just yet, but it is getting heavier as it's getting later. People are looking for alternate routes, which means the traffic will spill over into neighborhoods and side streets.
People that live all along Frankfurt Ave are going to be dealing with traffic all the time. Accidents, you deal with backups. And it's beginning of summertime, now no school. So just imagine all the traffic that's going to be traveling through here every day. It's going to be horrible.
It's definitely going to be more crowded and all, and especially going to work at 5 in the morning. This is the main road that everybody has to take to work.
Drivers stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic as they tried to reach their destinations. They'll be forced to recompute their commutes after Sunday's massive collapse on I-95. Traffic was already tied up on Sunday, and now we're heading into the Monday morning commute. Heavy congestion is expected in the surrounding streets as cars try to navigate around the closures. Those new paths could take them through neighborhoods that are not accustomed to seeing that kind of volume. One truck driver explained how they tried to use Waze to get around, but the app would give them roads that are too small for trucks to travel.
Trying to negotiate this truck around this area with train tracks and low bridges and things like that. It's been really tricky trying to find the exact spots where we can take this truck.
Wow.
I'm back here live along Aramingo. You can see officers positioned up and down this street. Aramingo isn't too congested so far, but of course, it is early, and that will change. We are live at Tacony. Catherine Scott, Channel 6 Action News Tampa.
Wow. So you see, we see how important these highways are.
Cause you need to get going earlier than normal.
Wow.
The I-95 collapse could mean a very long and frustrating morning commute. So let's get back on over to Matt O'Donnell, who's live at Cotman and Keystone.
Wow. They made it seem like it happened this morning, but it seemed like it happened Sunday. I don't know. It's very confusing. Anyway, if you got to take the I-95 headed towards Philadelphia, you're in trouble. I-95 towards Philadelphia collapse. The tanker caught on fire. It was burning some type of substance. I think they said some type of like a jelly substance or something like that. It was, well, anyway, the whole section of the highway collapsed. I pray nobody got hurt. They're reporting no injuries at this time, but according to this report earlier, they don't know where the driver is that was driving the tanker. So let's just pray that he's okay. Good morning, lawyer Ali. I hope I ain't saying it wrong. A-L-A-A. Anyway, good morning. There's always something, guys. It's just like we can't get a break. There's always something. But this is terrible because I-95 is a very, very popular and used highway. And what are the trucks going to do? You can't drive the trucks through the neighborhood. And this is what they're saying. It's going to be so bad for those that's in that neighborhood because people got to reroute. You got to get to your destination. So I just pray for all those that are out there that do have to take that route and reroute. Please be careful. It's going to be a little frustrating. You may have to get up a little bit more earlier. But just thank God that you were not driving on this bridge when it collapsed. So sometimes it can be a little cloudy, but the sun will peek out here and there, and that's what we got to do. We got to just thank God that we were not on that highway. That is a very, very popular highway. I don't know. Like I said, how are these truckers going to do it, making their deliveries and do what they got to do? You can't just take a 18-wheeler down a regular block. You just can't do that. There's cars that's parked and stuff like that, and then there's underpaths that you can't even fit. So this is really bad. This is really bad, and I hope they get a solution. But anyway, what's going on in the world? Everybody in New York City getting ready for the National Puerto Rican Day Parade. If you're gonna be in New York City, I don't know when it is. I don't know when the Puerto Rican Day Parade gonna happen. But if you're coming to New York City, get ready for New York always got something going on. Whew, boy, got a little story here in New York. Where is this happening? In Jersey? A father who died rescuing teen daughter from drowning in New Jersey was a FDNY firefighter. That's what I'm saying. There's always something. And this is the reason a lot of times I don't like reading the news. But you got to know what's going on. You got to know the current events. But when you start searching for stuff, you be like, dang. You don't even want to. There's always one tragedy after another, right? It's crazy. But I am happy that New York Liberty WNBA won the game last night. I know I did say that, and I'm saying it again. I don't care. New York Liberty won. That's awesome. Let's see. They got some tests going out, guys. Anybody looking for work? It's kind of hard looking for a job. For any of those that are looking for a job, they got some exams. If you're in the New York City area, they got bookkeeper, clerical associate pro, clerical associate in New York City, HH. I don't know what that is. I'm just reading. It's a lot of clerical work. Computer service technician, maintenance worker, CUNY, secretary, staff analyst training. So anybody looking for a job, good morning, mister. Anybody looking for a job and you happen to be in the New York City area, put in for that. And God bless. This is really terrible. We are living in some crazy times. Now, I just was scrolling and I see this. Amazon truck robbed. You know what? I'm done. There is a video. I know, mister. I know I didn't want to get up either. And I was saying I might have to cut the show short because I have to. Do you believe I have to get up this early to do an errand? This is crazy. No. Well, what we gonna do? So there was an Amazon truck. Sometimes I'm starting to think this stuff is a setup. Listen, don't quote me, but what are the odds of this? Now, I'm looking at this video, right? Let me see. Do they have sound? So, they put music on it. So there's an Amazon driver, right? This is crazy. The car is parked in the street. I'm looking for the driver. Everybody goes inside the truck. Good morning, light bright. Aloha. She said aloha, y'all. So, everybody in the whole entire neighborhood. Now, this is crazy. Where did all these people come from? Marvelous Monday morning, Preezy. You bloody believe it. You better bloody believe it. Good morning, Divine Barbie. So this is why I'm starting to think that, I don't know. I ain't saying nothing, but sometimes I'll be thinking this is set up. For real. Yo, y'all. I'm going to be at this certain spot and I'm going to leave the back door open. Now, this Amazon truck You know, the big vans. It's parked on the street, right? I'm going to wait till it start up, the video start up again. Where did all these people come from? No, for real. I know people walk the street. I know they do. It's like 40 people in this truck stealing boxes. And I think the female is a female driver. And it looks like a female driver. Everybody is coming from everywhere, stealing out this truck. This is really sad. This is sad. You're stealing people's packages that's supposed to be delivered. Now, what is the odds of that? Like, I know when the Amazon guys come on our block, and it's usually the same people. They come, do what they got to do, they leave, right? And I don't know if this ain't no setup. This not a setup. It look like a female Amazon driver, and she's trying to tell them to stop. What can she do? It's nothing she could do. It's like 40 people, and they stealing boxes. They stealing things from out the truck. And they pulled her to the floor. I think they took the keys, and they pulled her to the, this is terrible, guys. This is so bad. They pulled her down to the floor. Wow, this is really a disgrace. At this point, if I was her, I wouldn't, what are you going to do? He must have snatched the keys. He must have snatched her keys as she fell to the floor. This is the world we live in. Yo, shout out to all of this. This is definitely not a setup. It's not. Because I'm thinking, how does everybody in this area know where this truck is? Like, where these people came from? And he pulled it down to the, this is terrible. Shout out to all the Amazon drivers. Now, he didn't even have to pull this lady down to the ground. I really hope they get these people, but you can't, because you can see that their faces are covered. This is, it's a terrible world we live in, man. Yo, everybody, just be safe out there, because this is just so bad, man. We are really, people are they just ignorant. They don't have no respect for human life. They just don't. It's just gone. Hey, y'all heard about the teacher who, I think I said this on my show. He's in the classroom, right? This is so funny. I gotta repeat it again. So he's in the classroom, and he have his computer set up. He has a projector screen, right? And so his laptop is connected to the screen. I guess when he has to show the kids videos, the students, I should say, videos, or, they're looking at something on a projector screen, he got it connected somehow to his laptop. Bro, so whatever the kids were doing, they wasn't watching what was on the projector. They was doing their work. And they look like teenagers. And the teacher is sitting up there, not even realizing that he still got the projector on. He watching women in bikinis. It's some site he's on. Yo, the teacher is watching. I gotta read this. Wait a minute. Teacher was caught in 4K checking out girls on social media during class. And the girls was in bikinis. Or he was just, and then he's not even realizing that, no, and the guys ain't saying nothing. None of the students ain't saying nothing, because they probably laughing. But somebody videotaping, you're in trouble, right? This teacher's in big trouble, right? He's probably gonna get suspended. He is sitting up there watching the videos, but the videos is coming on the screen so everybody else see it. Yo, teacher. I gotta read the comments. I gotta read what people are saying. Somebody said doing this with kids around is weird. Somebody said the fact he didn't notice how silent the class was is hilarious. Within the teacher's salary being the way it is, give him a pass. This is why your work device is for work only. Your personal device is for your personal life. Absolutely. Yes, I think he should have had a different laptop for the kids. Woo! Say goodbye to that career, buddy. Will he get fired? I don't know. Let's see what somebody else says. He's about to transition into construction or any other career. No career with children. Oh, man. I need an A on just reporting him. He's already overworked and underpaid as it is. Leave the poor guy alone. This isn't okay, someone says. But I'm not even what people say. Always adding something different. This could have been a lot worse if those women were underage. Ooh, could you imagine if he had videos of people that were much younger? They were grown women on the screen, but still, he should be suspended. Girl students are not safe with him. Oh boy. Teaching is a hard job. Leave him alone. Well-managed classroom and all of those girls look above age. Get back to work and nothing to see here. Yeah, but still, he has to be reprimanded, I feel. Somebody said this is horrible. Not the fact that he was searching ladies as long as they were all adults, but the fact he was in school around children. Shaking my head. Why not wait until you're home in the privacy of your own home, sir? He couldn't wait. He was horny. He couldn't wait. He had to see some ladies. Nah, bro, you gotta get in trouble for this. Nah, something has to be done because the video is all out. It's all on social media. Parents are gonna say something. Yeah, he probably gonna get fired. He's definitely probably gonna get fired. Yeah. I want to give a shout out and prayers to DC Young. He buried his wife, slash girlfriend. I'm gonna say wife. I don't care because she's been with him for so many years, and they had 3 beautiful, beautiful, beautiful children. Jackie O. They had her funeral. For y'all that don't know, she used to be on Wildin' Out. And that's how she met DC Young Fly, because he was on Wildin' Out. They've been together for a while. And they have 3 beautiful kids, just in case nobody knows the story. Jackie O had surgery before. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And she just had a baby, I think, 11 months ago. And they said that if she might have she might have did the surgery too fast. I don't know. Something happened. She was doing a mommy makeover. And she, after the surgery, and the recovery, I guess, where you go, wherever you go at to recover, whoever was there with her, they went to check on her. She was unresponsive. And unfortunately, she passed away. I think she was 32 years old. And they just had the funeral, and DC Young Fly, he delivered a touching speech during Jackie O's funeral. And they streamed it online, all the loved ones and the fans, and we got to continue to keep DC Young Fly in our prayers and the family. He was doing, DC Young Fly is really funny. I saw him at the Barclays, and he's a really funny dude. But I used to watch him on Wildin' Out. He's still on Wildin' Out, and he does something 85 South with 2 other guys. They're comedians too. They're very, very funny, and they're on Wildin' Out. And his wife, she was doing big things too. And it's so sad because they look like a beautiful couple, beautiful family. And this is tragic. This is so bad. So I'm gonna play what he said at her funeral. And shout out to this brother, man. Shout out to him, man, and the kids. So.
And if I didn't pray a lot, I won't be able to deal with it. But I'm sitting here strong, and chin up, chest out there. I'm straight. My kids, we good. Because like I said, we led by the spirit, not by the flesh. Are we hurt? Yes. We're human, got emotions. My children know God is real. Ain't that right, baby? Don't you know that? Don't you know we God fearing? Ain't mama with us. And we gonna keep going. Know that. Pray for us, man. Send good energy our way. This ain't hard, but it sure ain't easy. Dig what I'm saying? Cause it ain't. It ain't. And for those who see me, y'all know I pray a lot. Because life is real. And if I didn't pray a lot, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But I'm sitting here strong and, chin up, chest out there. Yeah, if you don't take nothing from today, man, I don't care whatever you're going through in life. Listen, man, find your relationship with God.
No doubt. For real.
She had a beautiful soul. She was a great mother. I'm talking about super great mother. Super great mother. Super great mother. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that love. And I want everybody in here, if you don't take nothing from today, man, I love you, Jack. These kids are beautiful, man. God granted that strength to have 3. You know, I was trying to have 7 more.
It's all, man.
She gonna beat me up for that one. But I love you, girl. And I want our kids to understand that you had a beautiful soul. And you didn't leave us. You in heaven. Your spirit is with us. You're still here. And we got an amazing support system. We got a beautiful support system. And they came out. Love you. Everybody in here, keep God first. Always remember, listen, do not complain. You may have a valid reason to lose your mind, but that don't mean it's right. I love you, Jack.
Man. It's deep, man. It's real deep. That's real sad. That's why I tell everybody all the time, keep God first and squeeze your family members and your pets a little tighter every day because you just don't know, And she made a decision that, took her life and whatever thing, that these things would happen. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Beautiful. And it's sad. And I don't know. I just wish people would just think first about these surgeries. I mean, especially when you've done them before, the body could take but so much. And, we got to be observant with these doctors too, but any surgery is dangerous. The surgery could have been going good. It could have been going excellent. But every time you have surgery, you take a risk. That's what it is. Any surgery, something could go wrong. I just recently had wrist surgery. I'm on the anesthesia. Anything could happen. You don't know. So it's life. It's what we gonna do? But we not. A lot of people was making their comments. Oh, she should have did it. Blah 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 blah. Listen, we can't say that. Listen, she made the decision to do it. Things happen like I said, every time you go under the knife, you take a risk. But right now, he needs prayer, and he just needs a lot of support. And like he said, he's been getting it, and so that's beautiful. That is beautiful. He's been getting support from family, friends, and fans. Family, friends, and fans, and that's important. It's just sad. It's really sad, and I pray for his beautiful children because they're so young. I think she just had a baby. I think the baby might be 11 months. I'm not sure, but I'm glad that he has God in his life. He's young, he's talented, and it's sad. So somebody wrote, God's powerful anointing on display for the whole world to see. Find you a relationship with God. I'm heartbroken, proud, and amazed all at the same time. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. You know, but, you know, God bless you, DC Young, and your family, the children. I pray for you guys. I'm a big fan of him. I really like him. I think he is so funny and so silly. But he must have been a lot of fun. I know she enjoyed him. I know that Jackie O enjoyed him. Cause when you with somebody and they just make you laugh all day, you can tell you have a serious side too. Cause see, we just saw his serious side. Everybody so used to seeing DC Young joking and laughing and stuff like that. But he has a serious side, and this was serious here, And even though he threw a little joke in it, cause that's his personality, he must be. I had to be a fun guy. They look like they had such a beautiful relationship. And I know sometimes television, portrays a lot and stuff like that, but they really did seem like a nice couple. They did. And in relationships, everybody got their ups and downs. It's life. But when you saw them, no matter what, it always seemed like they just was good because she would laugh at his silliness and stuff like that. And it's sad, I always say, nothing lasts forever, and that's just the way it is. Nothing lasts forever, so you really have to enjoy the person. You have to enjoy the person you're with. And don't take life for granted. And don't take the people that's in your life for granted. Never think that they're going to be here forever, because they're not. So that's why we got to keep the love flowing and just work things out. No matter what it is, just work it out. Don't hold grudges, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. So that's all I'm saying. And y'all remember the story when the man who was left paralyzed in police van, he receives $45 million in settlement. Damn, where they getting this money from? It says Randy Cox, a man from Connecticut, has recently reached a $45 million settlement with the city of New Haven after being paralyzed in a police van. Cox was arrested in June 2022 and was placed in a police transport vehicle without a seatbelt. During the ride, he suffered a spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the neck down. The incident occurred when the police van driver suddenly slammed on the brakes, causing Cox to be thrown forward and hit his head on a metal plate that was bolted to the floor. The settlement is one of the largest ever paid by the city of New Haven and is meant to compensate Cox for the harm that he has suffered as a result of the incident. Cox's lawyer, David Rosen, stated that the settlement was reached after years of litigation and negotiations with the city. Rosen also emphasized that the settlement serves as a reminder that police officers must be held accountable for their actions and that victims of police brutality deserve justice. The incident involving Randy Cox highlights the issue of police brutality and excessive use of force in the United States. In recent years, there has been numerous cases where individuals have been harmed or killed while in police custody. The Black Lives Matter movement has brought attention to these issues and has called for reforms in law enforcement practices. The settlement reached with Cox sends a message that police officers must be held accountable for their actions and that victims of police brutality deserve justice and compensation. I think, wasn't there an incident one time before when a gentleman was in a van, but he died? I thought this person died. This can't be the same story. I could have sworn there was a story where the gentleman actually died. I don't know. Well, he's paralyzed from the neck down. So, like, bro, 45 million? So what are you saying? I'm paralyzed from the neck down. This is crazy. Wow. You should have been in a seatbelt. Well, 45 million. Okay, I received 45 million, yet I'm paralyzed from the neck down. Oh boy. I don't know how that's gonna help him in life, but I guess with bills and stuff like that, yeah. I don't know if anybody found out over the weekend that Breaking Bad actor Mike Batea dies from heart attack at the age of 52. Wow. People, make sure, and I'm not saying that he didn't, but please make sure you get your medical checkups. Please get your yearly checkups every year. Take all the tests, the blood, the urine, the what is the monitor machine? What is the thing? I do it every year. Jeez. EKG. There's another test besides EKG. Sometimes you gotta do a stress test. Request for a stress test, because even though that treadmill is hard and you do what you can, it makes the heart pump and get, stress. And it needs to be seen how your heart is doing with the monitors on you. It's something with, I'm not saying it right, but it's called I call it the vein test. But it's another name for it. But if you go to your doctor, they know what you're talking about. And they test your veins in your lower legs. Make sure there's no blood clots. It's very important. I had a family member, although they're elderly, they had blood clots, and they removed it, but guess what? It caused gangrene to their foot, to their two toes, and now their two toes are dead. So had they known to do these tests, I mean, I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened because they're very up in age. I mean, but still, it could have been, we don't know, it could have been prevented. So there was no oxygen going to the foot. So please get these tests. Even if listen, I don't care. Even if you got to say something, I don't care. Go get these tests. A lot of things run in your family. You have to do it. Especially get your colonoscopy. Guess what? Colon cancer may run in your family. Go get the colonoscopy. Very, very important. And you men out there that are stubborn, go get it done. You don't even know they're back there. I get it. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. So what? When cancer comes, then it'll be
too late.
So, please, go get these tests done. You don't even know. You sleep. They in, they out. Get it done. If you want to live, get it done. And we got to change our diet. We got to start eating more vegetables, more salads. I did. I start exercising more. Do what you can. I don't care if you start on 15 minutes a day. Do what you can. Matter of fact, type in, when you go on YouTube and type in walking lady. You're going to see this lady come up. And she's excellent. I don't know her name. I can't remember her name. But if you type in the walking lady, she's going to pop right up. Do her every morning. I'm telling you, watch her. That don't sound right. Do her every morning. Do her every morning. No, watch her every morning. I'm telling you, get started. Because we got to live as long as possible. And it's time to get fit. Lose this weight. Half of us are obese. 90% of us are obese. We are. Even if it's 10, 15, 20 pounds extra, according to that special scale with the numbers, that tell you where you should be. I'm pretty sure most of us are obese. Can I lose 10 pounds? Absolutely. Health reasons? Yes, 10 pounds. But you got to go to your doctor. You got to get checked out. Diabetes is one of the biggest killers besides heart attack and cancer. Diabetes. I'm telling you, too much sugar. And my problem is bread. And when bread gets into your body, what does it turn to? What does it turn to? Sugar. It turns to sugar. Stop the pasta. Stop all this white rice. Gotta get healthy. The donuts, the bagels, the croissants. Ain't they good? Ooh, honey. Oh, baby. They so good. They are so good, but they are so unhealthy. I'm not saying to stop it all the way, but don't have it every day. Every single day. Do you know that a bagel is worse than a donut in calories? Oh, yeah. My doctor told me that. Maybe just have half of it, but don't do it every day. Not every day. No. Increase your water. Water, 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 water. Agua in Spanish. Increase your water intake. That's important. Flush it. Flush that system. Clean them kidneys, baby. Gotta keep them kidneys clean. I had to learn that too. Drink more water. Because I love coffee, but I had to slow down with the coffee. I was told, yo, green tea. Yep. Yep. Green tea. It's an intoxicant. If I'm saying it right, and if I'm not, y'all know what I'm talking about. Green tea. Green tea. No sugar. Get used to it. Yeah, I was frowning. I'll still be frowning like, ugh. Because I love sugar. I'll be like, soon as I go to Dunkin' Donuts, will start light and sweet. Y'all know me. Light like me and sweet like me too. That's how I used to order my coffee. Light and sweet. You know what you looking at. Light and sweet. But yeah, now I'll be like, can I have a regular coffee, please? You want sugar, Preezy? Can't have it. What? Oh, Preezy, what happened? I see what happened was, oh, I'll be having them dying in there. I went to the doctor, right? I went to the doctor. And he said, and he said in a nice way, he said, you can't tell that you're overweight because the way you push, but you gotta lose weight. And you borderline, and you gotta stop sugar. Oh, I'm very sorry you can't have sugar. So you want a regular coffee? No sugar, right? No. You can have just one sugar? I'm gonna take a chance. I can't have no sugar. Joe, what about cream? Ain't there sugar in it? Yes. Didn't I tell you I can't have sugar? Why would you even say that to me? Getting on my nerves. Saida, just give me the coffee, please. You hear them laughing. You want half and half? Yeah, I need half and half. I'm not drinking it black. I ain't that bad. I can't be drinking no black coffee. Ain't nobody no truck driver. And then they'll give it to me and it'd be nice steaming hot, man, right? And I'll be like, oh, man, I want that coffee light and sweet so bad. What up, Matthew F? Good morning. And I can't have it. So now I got used to it. I got used to drinking coffee with no sugar. Once in a while, because you still have to, your body still have to have some type of sugar in it. Once in a blue, I might put one, but I can't do it because I don't want no diabetes. I'm telling you, I don't want it. I know people that have it, they got to take them insulin shots, and I prayers to them. And a lot of people that wasn't doing right by it, they got a lot of health issues right now. I don't want no diabetes. You know, I pray I don't get it. So I had to stop the sugar, stop all these sweets, these late night snacks, stop eating at a certain time of night. Certain time your body's supposed to rest and get rid of all this stuff. And you keep feeding and working at a particular job, sometimes you got the night shift and you eat. That's how he was on the island. If you had the 3 tours in the beginning, you doing different tours. So you eating all day, you eating all night. Like you, 1 minute you 3 to 11, 1 minute you 7 to 3, 1 minute you midnight. Your body's going crazy. Like your body, damn, it's 12 o'clock, dude. She putting a bowl of cereal in her mouth, you know. So it's crazy. And your body's just, when it's time to rest and get rid of the food, you adding food. So they saying after 7, you shouldn't be eating. You know, if you do, get a snack, like an apple, some fruit, some, maybe some nuts or something like that. Something, but not too sweet. But we gotta start eating right, because I'm gonna tell you something. Your body tells you everything. Every time something is going wrong in your body, it tells you. I'm telling you, it tells you. You gotta pay attention. It tells you. If you are constantly having headaches, you need to go get that checked out. Your body is telling you something. Something's not right. It's always going to warn you. If you get in pains, aches and pains places that you never really had before, it is telling you, like, it's like, hello, you need to take us to the doctor because something is wrong. And we're giving you these bloody signs and you're not paying attention. Like, if you see your foot is swollen, hello, I know, I'm trying to let her know that her bloody toes are swollen. She's not going to the doctor. Listen, it's not much we can do. We're all working together. The heart is working, the kidneys, everybody, we're all having this meeting. And we're praying that you get some type of sign for you to go to the bloody doctor. What's wrong with her? She's quite stubborn, you know. She's quite stubborn, yes. But then she wants to act crazy when she gets into the emergency room. Oh my God, what I'm doing. Oh my God, oh my God. We're giving you bloody signs. Go to the doctor. And it's true. The body gives you signs. I don't care. If you feeling a pain here that you ain't had before, back pain, your side pains, you start thinking, wait a minute, is the kidneys over here, the gallbladder, but you start thinking, looking up, because I used to do that. When I feel a little pain, and I don't know if I'm hypochondriac, I'm something hyper, and any little thing I feel, I'll be like, uh-oh, let me look it up. It's on the left side by the corner, near the hip, not far from the buttocks. I'll be looking up stuff like, where's my kidneys? Where's this? Where's that? I go get checked out because I get scared. Having 2 parents that have passed away from heart disease is no joke. My father had heart disease. He passed at 56. 56! My dad died. My mom was 87. Thank God she lived that long. But she had heart disease, and unfortunately, she caught the COVID. And with those ailments, no way she was winning that battle. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Go get your physical. I'm going to say it all the time. Go get a physical. I don't care. Just go get checked out, blood, urine, because it's going to tell you everything. Check. You be quick to do other things, but you won't take care of you. That's so stupid. But you take your car to the mechanic, right? So the mechanic for your car is the doctor. That is the bloody doctor for your car. But you won't go for yourself? So you're going to wait till the last minute? I know people that don't go for mammograms. They don't see the GYN. What's wrong with y'all? How you don't get your body checked out? So you just think everything is just going to be fine. No. Stuff start falling down when soon as you hit that 40 mile, boom, you feel it. So why not get checked out? I would rather know. If the doctor say, hey, listen, this is where you at. This is what's got to be done to fix it. Why not? A lot of people, I don't really want to. Why wouldn't you want to know? So you just don't care. Like you just hell with life. No, some things we can't fix. But if we know, maybe we could do things better to prolong our life just a little bit longer. Why not? I mean, I believe in the Bible. I believe in the resurrection, fine. But guess what? I ain't ready to go down in the ground yet. I know, the Lord has a day when he's going to resurrect. It's in Revelations. Read your Bible. I get it. But if I could be on this earth, and the world is crazy, but I ain't ready to leave it. If y'all feel me. What up, Amor Fire? I like that. Amor and Fire? Damn. Love and Fire. That's what I'm talking about. I love you, but I burn you too. I don't know if I'm just playing. I'm just saying I'm more than fun. Anyway, get yourselves checked out. It's almost my time. I gotta go. I didn't know if I was gonna do this show this morning, but I said, nah, I'm gonna keep this Podbean live. in the morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Y'all got to check me out. I came on last Friday. Friday evening. I'm trying to do the Friday and Saturday shows too, 10 p.m. to 11. Sometimes it's a little hard with my schedule, but I had to do the morning show because I'm waking y'all up. Y'all waking me up too because I got so many things to do. Schedule's just so busy, and I kind of like it. Keeps me going, stops me from thinking so much. It stops me from thinking so much. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, if you ever heard my speeches before about my parents, you know, it stops me from thinking so much, especially my mom. So I keep going. I got to keep going because the minute I stop, here she comes. So I just got to keep going. And I tell you guys, please, y'all got to have a beautiful day. If you got to go to I-95 towards Philadelphia, man, oh man, you in trouble because like I said earlier, the tanker, something happened with a tanker. It was on fire, collapsed the whole bridge on I-95 going towards Philadelphia. Y'all, please be safe. Watch your surroundings. Your surroundings is always watching you. Please don't text and drive. Don't do that because you're risking your life, people in your car, and people that surround you. And I had to realize that too, stupid little things. And I tell people, if you know somebody's in the car driving, don't text them because you just as fault too. Especially when you know they're driving. You know they're driving. Why would you send a text? Because quite natural, they hear that beep, 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 beep. They're going to pick up. It's just a human instinct. So don't send nobody a text. If anything, call them. Because most cars today got the Bluetooth. They can click the button. Hello? So don't send a text out. Please don't. Especially if it's emergency text. Rather for you to call a person. I'm just saying if you could call them. They might have somebody in the car you can't call. But don't send out a text. Don't do that. Because a lot of these accidents be happening. People texting. People on their phone. Got to be on social media. Taking pictures while they driving. Filming live while they driving. This is some crazy stuff, guys. Y'all need to stop. I can see if you had somebody taping you, the passenger. But you driving you got the phone in your hand doing a live. Yo, man, you ain't going to be alive. And you might take somebody else's life. So come on. It's stupid. And I'm saying you're stupid. Don't do that. Nothing is worth social media. Nothing like that is worth for social media. It's not worth it. Dang. Come on. And we do silly things. Everybody has picked up their phone and text trying to get that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm telling you, one time I went to pick up my phone, that 1 second, and traffic stopped, and all you heard is, that stopped me. Now, was I close to the car? Nope. But just seeing the lights come on of other cars, it startled me, and I was like, never again. I threw the phone. I threw it. I threw the phone to the floor where I couldn't even reach it. And if somebody gonna call me, it'll ring in my car. I never did it again. Don't do it. Because there's a show, not even a show. There's a video on YouTube called 8 Seconds. Watch it. Watch it. To this day, that truck driver is in jail. 8 seconds. He looked down to answer that message. He took somebody's life. And trust me, if you saw this car, there's no way this person body was together. There's no way. You can't even tell me it was an open casket. That's how bad it was. I pray that person died instantly. I pray he died instantly. That's how bad it is. Is it worth it? Is it worth it taking somebody's life, your life, people in the car life? It's not right. Please, focus, 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 focus. It's not worth it. It's not. I know we all have done it. We think grab it real quick. It takes a second. Even turning the radio station. Have your stuff set already. Damn, just press the button. That's it. Come on. The cars are so modernized today. They so on point. The cars are more on point than we are. They so programmed perfect for us, for our entertainment, driving, whatever, long distance. Come on. It's a poor excuse. And even if you have an old car, try to set it up the best way. Bring a tape recorder. I don't know. Do something. But don't do anything that's going to distract you from the road. And I pray that the people who was on I-95 this morning, I really pray that they didn't get caught up. They saying that they can't find the driver of the tractor trailer, but I'm hoping that was an earlier story. I'm hoping they found this dude. I don't know. Maybe he got scared. He ran to get help or whatever, but I pray nobody else got injured. So far, there are no injuries. Maybe it's perfect the time that it happened. Not too many people was on the road. Let's just send prayers out to the I-95 because it's going to take forever for them to fix that. It's going to take a long time. And pray for the people in the neighborhoods that got to deal with all the traffic that's coming their way. Anyway, I want to tell you guys, thanks for so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And just have a beautiful day, guys. Please, 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 please. Thanks so much for coming on. I know everybody's popping on now. Emmanuel, ZBHSTFGH, Efiaria, I'm not sure. Thanks for liking the show, mister. Yo, man, y'all gotta come on at 6 a.m. I know it's early, but I'm waking your butts up. Y'all know y'all supposed to be up. Y'all ain't supposed to be getting up now. Y'all supposed to be getting up at 6 a.m. so y'all can listen to tuning in to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. What's going on? Y'all know how I do. I'm trying to wake y'all up. It's a Monday, baby. Manic Monday. Y'all know how Mondays are. Listen, when you go to work, don't let nobody get you down. Don't let nobody get you upset. Y'all know what people do on purpose. They be picking and picking. Yo, stay focused. That's all you gotta do. Stay focused. If yesterday was bad, make today better. That's all I'm saying. Make it better. And God don't give us no more than what we can handle. Always remember to live, laugh, love. Love you first. Because you can't love anyone or anything unless you love yourself first. You better understand that. We always putting people before us. And I'm not saying being selfish. Don't be selfish. But you got to take the time out for you. I don't care if it's 15 minutes in a day. Go take a walk, sit by the bench, go to the park, have a cup of tea, have a little wine. You know, do whatever. But you got to do that, take that woosah. Because if we don't take that woosah time, whatever's aggravating us, we're going to give it to the ones that we love. And that's not fair. We always bashing out on people that surround us. That's wrong. Don't do that. So go take that woosah time out for yourself. You have to. In this crazy world, you have to. So always remember to love yourself. Keep God first in your life. Hug and squeeze your family members and your pets. Because they family too. Cat, dog, squirrel, whatever you got as a pet. I don't know. But hug them. Hug them. Now, if you got a pet snake, now I ain't telling you to hug. Don't listen to me. Then sucker come out and grab your arm and then you be calling everybody in the house. Oh, Lord Jesus. Tap them on. Just tap the window. I love you. That's all you got to do. Stay healthy. Stay focused. I'm going to stay on y'all with this healthy stuff, man. Stay healthy. Stay focused. And I love you, mommy and daddy, forever. Check me out. I'm going to play my commercial for you guys so y'all can know the time. I don't want to hear no excuses. Y'all come on and check out Listen Up, Listen Up, Listen In podcast in the morning. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this, but season 2 is coming in July, so I figured let me do this. Let me get the people up so they can know what Listen Up, Listen In podcast is. I'm on www.listenuplisten5687.com. That's my website. You can find me on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. I'm on Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In, 5687. Check me out. And if you hit that link, it'll show you all the podcast platforms that I'm on. But go to my website, because once you go to my website, you're going to see all the episodes that I've done for season 1. And www.listenuplisten5687.com. And if you want to be a guest on the show, come on. What you waiting for? You might have a book you trying to publish. You might have a gig you trying to get up. You know what I mean? Come on through. It's okay. Come on through. And hit me on my email, listenuplisten5687@gmail.com. You know, we got a lot to talk about. It might be some life experiences you want to talk about. You might have some entrepreneurshipness. That's right, I made the word up. Entrepreneurshipness. And you just want to discuss things. Maybe you got a vent. Hey, hit me up. Listen Up, Listen In 5687@gmail.com. Or if you go on my website, You'll see a guest form. Fill it out. All right? Anybody, everybody, all bodies, hobo. Let me give these shout outs. We had Patrick that came on, Lawyer, Mr. Light Bright, my girl, Divine, Matthew, Armor, Emmanuel, ZBH, STFGH. I'm in Sesame Street again. And Afaya. I think I'm saying your name. I hope I'm saying your name right. But if I'm not, I'm sorry. I apologize. Ifeyaira, something like that. It's a beautiful name, though, whatever it is. I'm going to call you EA so I don't mess up. EA is in the house. Mister's always coming through. Hobo chillin'. I love it. That's what's up. I love you guys. I don't even know what y'all look like, and it don't even matter. Just the fact that you came on my show, I love ya. I love ya. I love ya. And thanks for supporting Listen Up, Listening Podcast. Download the app Podbean so you know when I come in all the time. You see these jams? Yo, this beat right here, I did it myself. I did this beat. And the one before it, I did this beat. A little talented. I got a little something. That's because growing up with my brother was a DJ. Well, somewhat of a DJ. He played music. And he kind of taught me a lot of things, this big head. But I learned a lot of these things on my own because I always wanted to keep busy. Like, I don't know. I just like to do things. I try. And a lot of things I really can't do anymore because of injuries that I sustained. But it's okay. I try to keep going. And that's what I tell everybody. Keep going. Find your passion. Find your love that you like, okay? All right. For all the kids that got to go to school, make sure you go to school. If you got to take the school bus, don't give the bus driver a hard time. He's got to focus on the line, on the road. Remember, he has your life in his hands, believe it or not. It sounds crazy, but he does. So sit your stank butts down. Don't get up until you to that bus stop in front of the school. And when you get inside the school, listen to your teachers. Because at that time, they are your parents, believe it or not, for those 8 hours. They are teaching and educating you, so pay attention. For you say 2 + 2 is blue. Come on. Pay attention to what the teacher's saying. 2 + 2 is 4. And you're not going to know that unless you listen to the teacher. Right, kids? Everybody else, have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm going to play my little thing here so y'all can't say that y'all did not know what time Listen Up, Listening Podcast comes on. God bless everybody.
Welcome, everyone. Join the buzz, plug in, and listen. Turn up that volume and tune in for the inside scoop on the Listen Up, Listen In
Peace
podcast
out,
with your host, Preezy, live on Podbean. Download the app and join the conversation. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Let's get it.
That concludes this episode of Listen Up, Listen In with your host, Preezy. Hey, yo, Preezy, tell them how to keep in touch, baby.
Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In. Shout out to Davon and Cheyenne and all my nieces and nephews. Great nieces and nephews, my family, my friends, my fans. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast.
Listen up, listen in.